Hello, Younger Older here and welcome to my channel. Now I'm not one for having a rant or a moan, but I'm absolutely disgusted the way Vauxhall main dealership has treated my stepson. And basically I'm just going to read the letter which I wrote on his behalf. So stay tuned and watch the intro. I purchased my Vauxhall Insignia from yourselves, registration number blah de blah, and at the time of purchase I paid extra for the service and MOT package, and I paid this by standing order ever since. My recent MOT inspection was carried out on the 1st of March 2023, and I was shocked to hear that my car had failed due to the driver's offside wiper blade had worn out and would need to be replaced and paid for before my car would pass its MOT. Now, these wiper blades, I might add, are actually £45 is what they wanted to charge for it. So the choices I had was to pay your overinflated costs for the wiper blade, or just pay failed MOT and then take it elsewhere and pay for a retest. Apparently, the wiper screen was not clearing the windscreen, but it was working fine when I took it down there the previous night, and yes, it was raining. This is just an obvious way of getting a bit more money from those who have been loyal, paying customers. Now here's a strange thing. The exact thing happened on the previous MOT, and I paid for a replacement. But even stranger, the exact same thing happened on the MOT before that, and it was the same offside one, and I had a replacement. Now this is just an insult to my intelligence. Does your computer say that I am some sort of a mug and will just pay it like the previous times before? Incidentally, I'd done less than 2,000 miles I should say, between the last two MOTs. The result of this made me make the decision enough is enough, so I complained about it. And this ended up with me speaking to someone manager-ish. I can't use the word manager, as in my experience managers are not rude, arrogant, and they have some experience of customer service. At this point I'd lost all my faith in the management and the staff at Vauxhall, and begrudgingly paid my fees and took my car away. Upon arriving home, I tried the wipers again, and surprise, surprise, I noticed that it wasn't clearing the windscreen as it was when I took it in. On closer inspection, it looked like the blade had been pulled away from the housing, coincidentally just in my area of vision. But I know it was not like that before I took it in, as I had checked it. If this had been a genuine fault on the wiper, surely I would have been told, your wiper is broken. But I wasn't. I was told it had worn out. I think this has either been done deliberately or accidentally during or post MOT inspection. So while I'm here, I'm writing this letter, let's mention a few other areas of my concerns. Now, on one of my services, I was given an advisory that my front brake discs were scored. So it'd be nice to know why this advisory was not mentioned on the following MOTs. Now, jump forward to the MOT of 2022, the advisory now said that the front discs were worn and lipped, and the same diagnosis for the rear. Now, my recent MOT in 2023, nothing is mentioned about the disc whatsoever, so they must have just mended themselves. A note to myself, I must put the same discs on my work vans, as these seems great. Now back to the MOT. of 2022, it was mentioned that all of my tyres needed urgent attention, as they only had 3 mil of tread left on them. Now that's still twice the legal limit of 1.6 mil, and that is 75% across the width and 100% of the circumference of the tyre. There were no reports of cracks or in the sidewalls, no signs of perishing. Now with my low annual mileage, them tyres would have been legal and safe for many months to come. But they said, hey, not to worry, it was my lucky day. We had some tyres, normally be £115 each, but I could have all 4 at a bargain price of £443. Despite my good luck on this day, I had to turn down this amazing offer. The vehicle health check that was done with my recent MOT mentioned that my heater fan and my air conditioning were not working. Now if this was the case, I would have argued that the air conditioning was regassed on its last service. But as they were working fine on the way home, I can only assume the tester did not know how to turn them on, or maybe he just got his switches confused. So to sum up the service I have received and the total lies that I have been fed add up to be despicable. I'm not normally one to complain, but something like this, in this case, something has to be done. I'm not letting this one go. I've all the receipts and the paperwork to back up this claim, and I'm quite happy and prepared to go to the Ombudsman if needed. I've spoken to other MOT testing facilities that I use for my work vans and motorbikes, who have given me the relevant authorities to speak to. Since the incident at Vauxhall, my car was taken to an independent test centre and it passed with no advisories and no false statements of imaginary work that needs doing. I shall never bring my car back to yourselves for anything, let alone buy another car from you, due to the fact I will never be able to trust an establishment that blatantly lie to their customers. I look forward to hearing from you in the near future. This letter was sent over 2 weeks ago and I have not even had a reply yet. They've not even had the decency to get back and plead their case or whatever. So it looks like, we're going to have to take this further. Anyway, so I hope you found something useful in this video. If so, do the ticks. And as always, take care, ride safe, and bye for now.